fights till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyr it fell, and like a dart shot to its mark down in an alien well. Magic used the
Area 51 invasion, let's go, brother.
They can't stop all of us, man. We just give a charge.
Yeah, you just got a Naruto run in there.
They can't.
Ah, Walker, good tidings and heartfelt salutations. The Garildro wonders what brings you to this serene location. This one rarely receives visitors. Wait, something smells delicious, yes? Do you perhaps carry dusk mushrooms in your bag? Dusk mushrooms for Dagarildro. What a kind and generous gift to present to this old bag of fur and bones. Still, even a gift is rarely free. Speak, and this one will listen. Maybe even help if it is within this one's ability to do so. Does he now? What else has that old wizard told you? And why does an ancient battle mage care about a secret order of storytellers and a forgotten hero named Kunzari? No matter. For dusk mushrooms, this one will tell you almost anything. Oh, these will make wonderful soup. Thank you. 3 moon singers carried the secret tale of Kunzari and the demon, each a different part. Find a Zargo Longtail at the Redfur Trading Post, Misbina at Bandari Trading Post, and Satari in Raurka.
I see you made it to the old Lawmaster's camp. Were the dusk mushrooms to his liking? Gratwood, Malabal Tor, and Reaper's March. Not an easy journey, but I can make it more tolerable. Allow me to open a portal to Redfur Trading Post. Track down the first Moonsinger and hear the beginning of Kunzari's tale. I'll be along shortly. This portal will transport you to Redford Trading Post. I'll catch up with you after I pay my respects to old grandfather.
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gomani.
I'm burning up.
Zari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes. Starting with the Altman, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the alien worms. These are the words, and the words are true." This one recognizes a lover of stories when he sees one. Care to hear another tale? Old grandfather sent you. Interesting. This one can only tell you what he knows, and Azargo only knows the beginning of the story. That is the way of things concerning the great stories and the secrets they hold. Are you sure you want to hear it? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were barely more than 16 tribes, the great hero Kunzari went on many adventures. After Kunzari defeated the giant troll by consuming 401 moon sugar pies, he met a demon. No, a different kind of demon. Now be quiet and listen. The demon said, "My brothers and I shall take this land and its treasures, even the moons from the sky." Kunzari objected, but the demon laughed. "You cannot stop us, little cat thing." Kunzari said, "Not by myself, foul demon. I shall gather a Krajun, a company of heroes, starting with the Altmer, Nurarian the Perfect, who communes among the buried roots of the alien worms. These are the words, and the words are true."
What an interesting story. If only I could shake my shadow as easily as Kunzari does, well, anything. At least now I know where to find the first triangulant. Yes, the triangulant. The first reference point that will allow us to use the map and locate the weapon. We must proceed with caution, however. My unknown follower utilizes a magic I cannot penetrate. I need to conserve my energy, just in case. The location was spelled out in the Moonsinger's story. The verse concerning Nurarian the Perfect. It's as clear as the sky on a cloudless day. Among the buried roots of the Aeliad worms. It refers to a place I know well. Wormroot Depths. An Aeliad ruin located here in Gratwood. Somewhere in Wormroot Depths, the ancient Khajiit hid a reference point that will get us one step closer to finding the weapon. We should travel separately, for safety's sake. I'll meet you inside the ruin.
Even in the south, I can't seem to keep these old bones warm. Share my fire if you like, as long as you bring no trouble with you. This war is for younger men than I. Studying the ruins. The Ayleid Well, specifically. It's said the light from Ayleid Wells has rejuvenating properties. I'd hoped to discover whether the light could be stored in a container, such as this. Nothing as yet. I found the ruin crawling with worm cultists. I'm just an old man, more at home in books than battle, so there was no way I could reach the Ayleid Well on my own. Still, I hoped they'd have cleared out by now. Well met, traveler. Archambair is the name, though most just call me Bert. You're welcome to warm yourself by my fire. Even in this, I couldn't ask you to risk your life. But you look like you can handle yourself, and truthfully, I wouldn't mind if the worm cultists found themselves in a little trouble. Take this crystal, and use it to gather the light from the Ayleid Well. It'll be hard to miss. It's not outside the ruin, so it's likely in a grand chamber, and heavily guarded. Be wary. How should I know? Do I look like a man who contemplates evil deeds in darkness? I'm too old for a world grown so strange. It'll be hard to miss.
The distinctive smell of Daedric sorcery. It's as atrocious as it is pervasive. Your technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined. If I wasn't preserving my power, we'd be done by now. Where did you learn to fight? Shadastula Academy? We're looking for anything that appears to be Khajiit. I'm not sure what I expected, but it certainly wasn't this. The ancient Khajiiti really want us to work to uncover the triangulant. Examine the moons on each statue. Fascinating. It must have something to do with the direction of the light. According to the poem, the full moons and the new moons are the key. Pretty ingenious for a bunch of ancient cats. Why don't you see what's in the chest before we head to the Bandari trading post? Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Only the brave travel these roads now.
Kunzari said, because two shall become three, annoying the demon. As soon as this one rescues Flinthill's demon hunter from the alien lair of creeping heavenly plants. These are the words. And the words. Ms. Bina hopes that you and your friend enjoyed this story. Is there anything else that this one can do for you? The lore master? Ah, this one hasn't talked to him in a long time. Ms. Bina only knows the second part of the story. That is how the Moon Singers maintain the secrets of the great tales. Would you like to hear the story again? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms were young and like kittens at play, the great hero Kunzari gathered the company of champions to combat the demon and his brothers. They had come to elsewhere to steal the moons from the sky. Ominous. Indeed. With Nurarian already at his side, Gunzari turned his attention to the next champion he planned to recruit. The power of the moons will be ours, little cat thing, taunted the demon. How can two possibly hope to stop many? Gunzari said, because two shall become free, annoying demon. As soon as this one rescues Blenthil Demon Hunter from the alien lair of creeping ebony plants. These are the words, and the words are true.
Who protects us from our own protectors?
You know, the legend of Kunzari is more interesting than I remember. It must be Moonsinger Mizbina's delivery. Marginally entertaining. She made the location of the next triangulant quite clear to one of exceptional intellect, such as myself. Of course, only the nearby Black Vine ruins could be referred to as the Alien lair of creeping ebony plants. I never cared for carnivorous vegetation. I'll meet you in the ruins after I make one more attempt to catch my elusive stalker. Yes, and with brazen impunity. I almost caught my stalker here at the trading post before they slipped away in the crowd. They're like an insect buzzing around my head that I can't quite swat. Someone with that level of power concerns me greatly. The Khajiit Moonsingers went to a great deal of effort to separate and hide their clues, but I feel like we're getting closer.
Dariel, I was supposed to die, not you. Who's there? Dariel? No, you're someone else. Please don't kill me. I've nothing of value to steal. Then you're not a bandit? Thank the Eight for small blessings. My brother Dariel wasn't as lucky. He thought he could outsmart the bandits in the ruins. Now he's gone. He'd do anything to find a cure for me. But all I pray for now is his safety. I've been sick most of my life. We came looking for a plant, one that grows by the light of an Ayleid well. They say its sap can heal any malady. The bandits stopped us, but Dariel made a deal in exchange for passage. I haven't seen him since. Who's there?
Perhaps you could kill them a little faster, hmm? I see what you did there. Your technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined. Try not to let... Wasn't preserving my power, we'd be done.
Don't think because I'm wounded that I won't defend myself. The Stranglers won't have much to devour after I'm done with you. Dane's still breathing? Then I've still got a reason to go on. I have to get that plant sap before it's too late. What? Why would you risk your neck for us? I'm not in a position to argue. The plant should be near the Iliad well. Be careful of the Stranglers. They don't care.
Where did you learn to fight? Shada Stula Academy?
Can't hardly keep my eyes open. I still can't believe you came along. Me and my brother, we were orphaned. Haven't been able to rely on anyone but ourselves since. This sap will give Dane a fighting chance. Let's go while I'm still conscious.
flank!
Dane's not looking good. I need to get him out of here. Don't think either of us would have made it if you hadn't come along. I don't say this very often. Thank you. It's all we have to hold on to right now. I have my doubts, but I need to stay strong for Dane. But even so, this was all worth it. Just to know there's still good people in this world. People like you. We've got the sap, brother. One trip to the Alchemist, and you will be right as rain.
Dariel, I didn't think I'd see you again.
We're sticking together from now on. I promise.
Perhaps you could kill them a little faster, hmm? I see what you did there. technique seems adequate, if a bit unrefined. Ah, another prism puzzle. At least the ancient Khajiit were consistent. Examine that stone plaque, will you? Any clue will be helpful. Knowledge can only be found in the dark. Could that refer to the new moons? Adequately done. Now, collect the triangulant and let's be on our way. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Then Kunzari turned to the rest of his Krajun. One more we need. A Khajiit queen of renown. A Nequina sharp-tongue. Who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she reflects and thinks deep thoughts. These are the words, and the words are true. Satari is new to the art of storytelling, so forgive her if she isn't as interesting as she should be. She will improve. Of this she is sure. Old grandfather, the lore master? Satari has heard of him, but has never met him. She was made a moon singer by the previous storyteller to guard the third part of that ancient tale. Since you arrived so late, should Satari tell the story again? In the time before time, when the 16 kingdoms roamed with wild abandon, the hero, Kunzari, gathered champions to deal with a terrible demon and his horde. With Norarian the Perfect and Flintdale Demon Hunter, he sought a third companion. Patience! Satari is getting to that part. The demon said, "Oh, little cat thing, you amuse us. How can 3 tiny morsels ever stand against us?" Kunzari laughed. "Ha! We may be tiny, but we are persistent, and tricky too, as you will see." Then Kunzari turned to his Krajun. "One more we need, a Khajiit queen of renown. An Equina sharp-tongue who loves to bask in the glow of the big moon when she reflects and thinks deep thoughts. These are the words, and the words are true.
This new moon singer shows a modicum of promise, but she hasn't yet reached her full potential. Still, the story was interesting, and it points us toward the final triangulant required to make use of the map. Oh yes, the moon singer made it quite clear. Her tale points to an old shrine not far from here known as Jode's Light, the big moon, referenced in the story. Once we collect the final triangulant, I'll be able to use the map to find the weapon. Still don't trust me? Neither do I. I know what I'm capable of. I'm no better than the fools that lead the alliances. That's why we'll only use the weapon to get them to the negotiating table. Diplomacy works best when facilitated by a big stick.
A moment, traveler. We need to talk. Please, a moment of your time. I need to speak to you about Abner Thorn. My intentions are honorable, I assure you. I am Chimera, agent for the Speaker of the Main. When we learned about Abner Thorn sought the same weapon as Euraxia, the Speaker sent me to intervene. Euraxia Tarn, Abner's cruel half-sister. She conquered my home city of Rimmon and proclaimed herself its queen. If she gets her hands on the weapon, elsewhere's suffering will increase 1,000-fold. I do not think they get along. From my observations, Abner seeks the weapon for peaceful ends, but this is a delusion. It is too powerful, too evil. We must convince Abner to find the weapon before Euraxia does and destroy it. That is the only way. That would be my master, Garashri. The Main can't be everywhere. So Garashri travels and speaks for the Main. I suppose you could say I am the Speaker's speaker. At least the current spiritual leader of the Khajiit is a Khuzri. He is as wise and honorable as he is ancient. Oh, such a question. You do not really expect me to answer that, do you? I will say this, however. There is no one else in Tamriel quite like me. Tharn believes he knows best. He will not listen to me. I am not sure he will even accept your counsel. But you have to try. At first, I thought Tharn was working with Euraxia. From what I have seen, his mission of peace is sincere, just misguided. In every way. How can something of such power be used safely to stop a war? It cannot. When you require a breeze, you do not summon a tornado. We must reach the item before Euraxia and then destroy it. That is the only option. Are you always so direct with your questions? Oh, very well. Perhaps a bit of honesty will convince you of my intentions. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. It blocks all forms of magical detection. It helps me in my role as agent for the Speaker of the Main. And that is all I will say on this matter. We must focus on finding the item before Euraxia Tharn. I will help you do this, and then we will destroy it.
I'm beginning to question my own magnificence, if you can imagine such a thing. Despite multiple attempts, I still haven't been able to identify or catch the damnable prowler who has been following me. It's really becoming quite irksome. A Khajiit? Why would the Speaker of the Main send a powerful wizard to hound me so? My half-sister? They're aware of her interest in this? But why didn't this agent of the Speaker simply approach me directly? I would have gladly welcomed her assistance in this matter. Destroy my one chance to stop the Three Banners War? Never. Don't tell me you agree with this nonsense. That we should allow the Dominion, Pact, and Covenant to continue to tear Tamriel apart? Do you want more people to die? That's the spirit. As far as Euraxia is concerned, however, I am inclined to agree with the Speaker of the Main's agent. We must reach the weapon first. I know the dangers. We must proceed with the utmost caution. Now, let's find the last triangulant. With luck, we'll gather the last triangulant to be done with ancient ruins. Some of the words have been chipped away. See what you can make of it. I hardly doubted you. Now grab the final triangulant and let's return to my camp in Grotwood. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely. Once you know where to look, the location becomes perfectly obvious. Come, let's talk. With your assistance, we gathered the 3 triangulants that allowed me to decipher the map formed by the Wrathstone tablet. I now know that the demon weapon resides in the halls of Colossus, along the southern coast of Elsewhere. An ancient structure whose purpose and origin is clouded in legend. Some believe it contains the dwarven Numidium, which could be the weapon we seek. I've chartered a wagon to get us to the coast. Then a boat will take us the rest of the way. Honestly, I don't give a skeever's arse. She may have been able to track me when I wasn't attempting to conceal our movements, but I made sure to... It appears this chimera is more capable than I anticipated.
The halls of Colossus? Arrogant Imperial! Without my assistance, you will never survive that place.
Away with you, cat. It falls upon me to end this accursed war.
So you can declare yourself Emperor? I think not. I will accompany you to find and destroy the weapon.
Emperor has never been my ambition. Join us if you want. Just don't get in my way. Surprisingly clever, those ancient Khajiit. An old tablet, oral histories disguised as fables, and sophisticated triangulant tiles, all pointing to one location, the halls of Colossus. The abhorrent 3 Banners War is practically over. The cat can do as she pleases. Based on the skills she has already demonstrated, however, I'm not averse to having her along. Just realize that I plan to utilize the weapon despite her protestations. Now take this for your efforts. Halls of Colossus. A place as mysterious as it is ancient. I never imagined I'd have a reason to seek it out, let alone explore it. Let's hope the item we pursue lives up to my expectations, and that we reach it before my half-sister Euraxia. A few years ago, my deplorable sibling broke protocol and conquered a portion of Elsewhere. I assume she wants the weapon to secure her territory and increase the size of her holdings. Euraxia's ruthlessness is exceeded only by her ambition. Half-sister, and I have no hesitation in this regard. To best Euraxia, however, we need to reach the halls of Colossus ahead of her. Give me and Chimera a moment to negotiate an accord we can both live with, then meet us by the wagon I chartered. Take care of any outstanding business you may have as quickly as possible. I want to depart for the halls of Colossus and find the weapon as soon as we can. The legends call it the demon weapon. From what we discovered by researching the Khajiit stories, it's hidden in the halls of Colossus. I want to use the weapon to end the insipid 3 Banners War. Chimera, meanwhile, just wants to destroy it. The halls of Colossus are a place of myth and legend. Personally, I thought it was lost to history until I acquired the tablet. The true purpose of the ancient structure may never be known, but at some point, it became a storehouse for the weapon. Chimera is the woman who has been shadowing me this entire time. Apparently, she works for the Speaker of the Main, the spiritual leader of the Khajiit people. She wants to keep the weapon out of the hands of my half-sister Euraxia, and I can... Yes, Euraxia Tharn. She proclaimed herself queen of the Khajiit city of Rimmon a few years ago. Now, I assume, she's after the weapon so she can expand her little empire. It's no wonder the Speaker of the Main sent an agent to stop her. It was those stories that helped us discover the weapon's hiding place. It seems that a Khajiiti hero, Kunzari, defeated the demons and hid their weapon in the halls of Colossus. Obviously, we're seeing the myths, not the truth behind them. Well, of course they are, from a certain point of view. Every myth and legend contains a modicum of truth. The trick is deciphering the allegories and metaphors, stripping away the poetry, to find the history hidden beneath the illusions. I have no doubt that there's something hidden in the halls of Colossus. Something powerful enough to not only attract my attention, but to enthrall my half-sister Euraxia. What form the weapon takes, well, we'll just have to see.
What is the delay? We should leave for the halls of Colossus immediately. We must get to the weapon before Euraxia's forces do.
Oh, you return. And I can sense the alien energy you carry, so I don't even need to ask whether you were successful. I hope you caused plenty of trouble for the worm cultists. Oh, thrilling. I can just imagine the heroics. I'm sorry. Most of the pleasures of old age are vicarious. At least I still have my research, which you've helped immensely, I must add, thank you.
I don't make many sales here.
These ruins are not empty. Your friends have come this way. I can smell them.
Euraxia's soldiers are not my friends, Cat. I will not allow them to seize the weapon.
So you say, but will you really oppose your sister?
Half-sister, and I oppose anyone who adds to the woes of the Empire.
Joan and George, was that an earthquake?
Stay vigilant and look for a way inside.
Abner Tharn and the Ratstone, just as Queen Euraxia predicted.
Queen? I see my demented half-sister is still full of herself.
My queen sends her love. And this poison gas.
To me, before the gas takes you.
Necromancer, deal with these scum.
Undead, keep them away from Thorn.
Wizard. You brought the Wrathstone here. Its magic will unlock the vault.
I see a coming. Hold them off.
Endless supply of undead, you fools.
That takes care of the poison.
Relish your victory while you can. We'll reach the weapon before you.
Well done, Cat. I barely regret your presence now. We need to get that door open.
Euraxia's soldiers were here long enough to turn some of the Hull's own defenses against us. We need to be on our guard, Walker. One ancient ruin is much like another, and I have spent a lot of time exploring places such as this. To be honest, I took an educated guess. Luckily, Jode's light shined upon us, and my guess proved true. Most assuredly. Unless the Euraxians blunder into them first. But I do not think we can count on that. They figured out how to turn the gas against us after all. First things first, however. We need to find a way to open that door. Many ancient Khajiit puzzles utilize reflected light. The mechanism to unlock the door appears to be tied to one such puzzle. If you can find a way to reflect the light to the door, I believe it will open. That did it! Hurry, this way! Necromancers. Only your sister would ally with such abominations.
Half-sister. And who's to say the necromancer isn't the captain's pet?
Regardless, Euraxia apparently wants you dead.
I have that effect on people, especially my relatives.
What now, mage?
Isn't it obvious? Down.
Down?
It appears to be the only way. You could have waited for my portal. Never mind. Let's move on. course. Why else sculpt them on nearly every surface?
Maybe whoever lived here simply liked dragons, yes? We need to find the captain and end this.
I'm well aware of the stakes, Cat. Try to run faster.
Imperials! You think Joan and Jode shine only upon you?
Another light puzzle? Well, go solve it. Time waits for no one, not even Abner Tharn.
You did it! Now solve the other side. The door is open. Come, hurry! Stop!
What now, Cat? Have you forgotten that we're in a hurry?
These reliefs, they tell the story of Kunzari and the demons.
Those aren't demons. They're dragons.
Jode's light! The dragons are the weapon! Euraxia wants to release dragons!
Damn it all. I have no use for dragons. Come on, let's put a stop to this.
Damn stupid doors! Why won't you open?
Stop! You will not release those beasts!
Queen Euraxia wants those dragons! One way or another! Too late, old wizard! Too late!
Stand back. I'll use the rat stone to restore the seal.
Hurry, wizard! You must hurry!
Seal! Damn you! Seal! I think that did it. Oh, now what?
Brothers, we are free!
Get down! Dragons! You released them.
I was trying to
into
stop that
elsewhere.
from happening. The blame falls squarely on Captain Calcevius. I'm quite certain.
He was working for your sister!
Half-sister. But let's finish this back at my camp. Come along. I can't maintain this portal indefinitely.
Everything garishly sent me to prevent has occurred. I knew going to the halls of Colossus was a mistake. Now dragons are loose and elsewhere. At least we stopped Euraxia's soldier. I suppose that counts for something. Other than set the dragons free? I have no idea. Luckily, we stopped him from completing it, whatever he hoped to accomplish. I wonder if Abner knew about the dragons. If his plan all along was to release them into elsewhere. After he set the whole troublesome event in motion, if Abner had never acquired the Wrathstone, if he had never figured out the location of the ruins, Jode's light, if he had never taken the damn tablet there, none of this would be happening. They would have... I should not push these angry thoughts in your direction. All I know is that a lot of dragons escaped from an ancient prison, and now they are loose and elsewhere. My people, they must be warned.
That could have turned out better. At least we stopped my half-sister from seizing control of the imprisoned dragons. That's something, I suppose. Of course, this delays my plan to end the Three Banners War, last it all. I should say so. As destructive as the accursed war is, a rampaging horde of enraged dragons, well, it doesn't quite compare, does it? If we can contain the dragons in elsewhere, that would certainly be for the best. Right at this exact moment? No. No. But I will figure something out by the time I reach elsewhere and consult with Garish Ree. The Speaker of the Main needs to be informed, and I must have words with my despicable half-sister. About that. In hindsight, I suspect the tip I received about the Wrathstone came from Euraxia. She knew I wouldn't be able to resist such a lure. She played me. That doesn't occur often, and it has put me all out of sorts. I hate being tricked. For now, help the Khajiit prepare for the dragon invasion, and take this as recompense for your service. In the meantime, I have plans to formulate and arrangements to make. When the moment to deal with the dragons comes, I will contact you.